Pablo Ben making his way to the ring. Cancelled bout against Hussein Salem in Desert Force 20. It was the last time he was due to fight. That was in January. And there was nearly a 3-year hiatus before that. So inactivity and ring rust certainly factors to be negotiated for this young man this evening. Certainly done the rounds in the MMA circuit. Tunisian-born, fighting out of Boxing Factory in Toulouse in southern France. Now, how will Pablo Ben fare here this evening? Big crowd, big stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this MTGP full-time rules bout took place in the -69 round division over 3 rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, he's representing the Boxing Factory in East London. Please welcome Pablo the Barbarian Ben! Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, he's representing the Terror Squad team in Raynham, Essex. Please welcome Benson!
So good support for Paul Benson. This one, full-time rules, but just three-minute rounds. As I say, a long layoff for the man in blue. Hasn't fought since 2013, in fact. He was due to fight in January, but that one was cancelled and not rescheduled. So a big stage for Pablo Ben to come out after a 3-year hiatus, Dave.
Yep, very much so. And with that sort of layoff, often there's a bit of ring rust. But it'll be interesting to see how he fares up, how long it takes him to get his distance, his timing. Oh, the first thing that strikes me is a very unorthodox style, not a very Muay Thai style, so unpredictable, spinning kicks.
Switch hitting too.
Sometimes, though, turning your back is not the best option. But unpredictability is difficult to fight against. So it'll be interesting to see how that influences this bout.
Considerable height and reach and a pretty fast jab on him, Pablo Ben, and fast hands as well. A nice response from Paul Benson.
Yeah, he does have a massive upper body, that's why you wouldn't want to be on the end of those hands. That shot hurt him there. Paul Benson was hurt to the body there.
That body kick was crashed in from the southpaw stance.
Yeah, I think I caught him when he was breathing. He needs to keep his hands tight.
Oh, lead uppercut.
Pablo's got confidence now that
Ben senses he can hurt his man, and just perhaps he senses an early night. He can put the pressure on him.
This bout only scheduled for three-minute rounds, full Thai rules, but less rounds, I think, due to the layout. But he's fighting at such a pace.
Well, the
that
switch
he can only
hitting,
get away with for 3 rounds, really.
of course, absolutely, yeah. And as you mentioned just a few moments ago, the unpredictability of Pablo Ben. He's now operating out the southpaw stance, switches on the back foot again, and that, of course, is changing up all the angles for Paul Benson. A little kick there, perhaps slightly low. Benson just glances up at the time.
Yeah, not a good sign. Just needs to gather his thoughts, I reckon, and get himself together again. He'd do well to chop the legs of Pablo, slow the man down. As he goes to do so. It's a good idea. That's the one. I never understand why people wear these knee braces as well. I think I'll just kick that leg so hard.
What a nice guy you are, Dave Benson. I should remember not to wear a knee brace around you.
I think it's the obvious thing to do, though. If someone's wearing a knee brace, bash that knee or that leg. Not just me.
So just 1 round to go. Beg your pardon, 2 rounds to go. Thought like they'd gone past it a little bit too quickly, and Pablo Ben looking like the legs are sore and, well, perhaps showing those signs of ring rust, as you would expect. It seems, I don't know about you, Dave, it seems as if Paul Benson could do with just getting his shots off first, because such is the unpredictability of Pablo Ben. When he is allowed to throw, as we see in our action replay there, he's getting off first and he's hard to read, whereas Benson were to take the initiative, start to land first, it might just offset the rhythm of the man in the blue corner, give him a little bit more success than he had in that first round.
Yeah, I feel he needs to chop the legs. I think that body shot shook him up a little bit, Benson, and he seems a bit hesitant, which is the wrong thing to do against this guy. Chop his legs off.
But all the while he's waiting, he's being picked off.
That's good, that's better from Benson now. That's it. Chop the knee brace, that's what I say. This is better work from Benson now. That's the one. Chop the tree down. If a man can't stand, a man can't fight. Benson needs to stop waiting. He needs to do something. Work while you wait. Otherwise, you're a sitting duck. That's better. That's better. He went over his gum shield.
Just needs to the head from
There you
Pablo
go.
Ben. Left hook counter from Paul Benson, and Ben responds.
Oh,
And a high kick to finish that combination with the hands too. Suddenly this one's caught fire with a minute and a half to go in round number 2.
Pablo dropping his hands a lot there. Must be getting his confidence, but it's a very dangerous thing to do. Benson needs to set that kick up. Throw the hands in the face, then chop the leg. So he can't see what's coming. Yes, that's better. Chop the tree down. Pablo's unorthodox style, just putting Benson off, I think. He needs to not let it get to him. Look what's actually in front of you. And do what you need to do. His hands are down, punch him in the face. Chop his leg.
Right now, Pablo Ben making it difficult for him to get into range. He's using all the tools at his disposal to keep that distance between him and Paul Benson. Nice lead,
Lovely
left hand,
shot.
and
Lovely.
another one off the back of it.
He's got big hands going here. He's letting the gloves go.
Countering hard, Pablo Ben. He's patient, but he's waiting. Benson steps in, but onto another shot. Corkscrew uppercut right hand to finish the round from Pablo Ben. Good round from the man in blue.
Yeah,
Shades of work from Benson though.
No, Pablo Ben looking more and more confident as the fight goes on. That's why he's able to drop his hands and mess around a little bit. That's what's actually putting Benson off, I think. He's dropping his hands, and really, if you drop your hands, you're more vulnerable. You should just forget that the guy is showboating in front of you and just get to work. The more Benson sits back and allows Pablo to work, the more he gets picked off. See, all that sitting around waiting. It's all Pablo there in the replays as we watch. As we go into this next round.
That's what we were told, at least, is the final round.
Yeah, this should be it, third and final round. That's better from Benson, but is it too little too late?
Lovely counter
Unless
left
he
hook
can
again.
stop him on low kicks. As Pablo goes, I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. It's better work from Benson now. Pablo doesn't seem to have the sting in his kick, really. Hands are more dangerous.
Nice variety again from Pablo Ben, just waiting patiently, keeping that distance between him and Benson.
Benson needs to work while he's waiting, though. He's watching, but he's not working. I'll just smash my shin across both his legs.
To coin an old phrase, when he's not first, he's last, Benson.
It's true. I mean, look there. Pablo's standing right on his front leg. Bash his leg. Why is he not kicking him? He's put off by the unorthodox style. Whereas you just need to look at what the man's doing and do what's right. That was much better work there from Benson. But Pablo just unleashes those hands again, moves around. Benson needs to slow him down, chop his legs. There you go, that's better. He needs to do more, he needs to work more. Pablo landed more shots.
Well, Pablo Ben, Dave, certainly not showing any signs of a man who's been out of the ring for nearly 3 years. Yeah, he's unorthodox, slightly rusty maybe, but he looks very comfortable in there.
Looks very comfortable, but I think he's comfortable because of the way this fight is going. Because of what he's doing, Benson's sitting off him.
He's not being made to work.
Nah. Whereas if he had somebody who would come in and just not worry about his showboat and punch him in the face now and chop his legs off, he would be easily beaten, in my opinion. No disrespect meant. There you go. See, every time Benson's landing that kick, just needs to let the hand go first and then chop the leg. Let the hand go, chop the leg. He could win it on a jab low kick. But he's sitting back and letting the unorthodox style mess him up.
Well, at the risk of curse of the commentator, it does seem now that it's too little too late for Paul Benson. 15 seconds left on the clock in this final round as Pablo then taunts, flicks out the jab and then switches to southpaw. He feels he's got the victory, just moves around the ring now, almost in mock celebration. Good sportsmanship again, as always, between the two men. And I think Paul Benson has almost admitted defeat before it's even been announced. Hard to see past a unanimous decision victory for Pablo Ben there, Dave.
Yeah, 100% blue corner that fight. I think he fought the right fight that he should have fought. But I think, unfortunately, Paul Benson got put off by the style and didn't fight as well as he could have done. And I think he'll agree with that when he watches it back. Too much waiting, not enough working. On to the next.
Ladies and gentlemen,